Let's dial in the tune on the 1.8 turbo Cruze. Got a little bit of a lock to it. Let's go. Let's see how she does on startup. What we can modify, we'll log the startup, and then we'll just take her for a spin around the lot, get the feeling closer, and we'll just take it from there. Because ultimately the goal is to get it to drivable state so I can take it to the dyno rather than having to trailer it. And that will save the tuners a bunch of time as well, which will ultimately save me money. Okay, got the tune, wrote to the car. Go ahead and connect and see what she does. I'll have to sort that out. Okay, let's see if that fixed our issue. See if we can't get our idle a little closer. Alright, gave her some more initial timing on startup with the E85 and the bigger cams and different manifold. Let's see if she likes that. Go ahead and start logging some of this stuff. Then it wants to go right into the negative amount. Okay, let's see if that got it. Okay, come on. Shit. Well, that'll give us some data. Idling. Man, I wish I could adjust some of this stuff on the fly to see what it likes. It's kind of a pain in the butt having to read this data, adjust it, see if it likes the changes or not, but it'll give me something to chew on. We'll go take a look at the engine real quick. All right, it is the next day. Made some additional adjustments, and what I'm going to focus on right this second is getting the startup and idle just kind of dialed in. So let's go ahead and write what changes I've made. Did a lot of studying, just kind of figuring things out. Hopefully it will pay off, and we shall see. All right, let's take a look. Still acting goofy. It's a little better. Let's see what it's doing with the spark. See if that helped out any. Okay, she is in there. Let's see what it does. One of the things I'm going to do is get rid of this janky little plastic connection here that has broke from my boost gauge. Put together this little nifty setup. This will not break, and we're going to use a push to connect for our boost gauge. All right, ladies and gentlemen, later in the day, looked over my logs, made some adjustments. Let's see if we can't make some magic happen with this tune. Hopefully I can get it to idle long enough to adjust the fuel pressure, see what it likes. But let's have some fun. We're just riding it to the car, and this is very tedious. It's very tedious. I think I'm on ride number 19. Sometimes it just takes a little tweaking here and there. Zeroed out any manipulation with the variable cam stuff, the variable intake manifold. Kept the stock timing pretty much the same. Engine coolant tip, air temps, kept all that timing the same. Bumped up my idle RPM just a little bit, both at idle and coasting, and fattened her up a little bit, and we'll work our way back. There was a couple areas where it was a little lean, got a little concerning. Would have to just pull out of it. So I think that'll help quite a bit, and let's see how she does. All right, the ride is complete. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna go set my base fuel pressure real quick. I'll be right back because it's hard to hang this camera on this windshield. Okay, raise her up a couple points. Let's take her for a spin. Parking brake. The camera's not wanting to stay up. She's looking pretty good. Air fuel ratios are looking pretty good. So I'm just going to drive around a little bit. Nothing too exciting. 3,000, no more than 3,000 RPM stuff, and I'll be right back. None like tuning in some stop and go traffic. Well, that was successful. We got a lot of data. Couldn't help but to get on it just a little bit. Just a touch, nothing too major, but we'll stop the car, let it cool down, and we'll plug this data in. It is another day, and I'm working on doing some more tuning. For the most part, I have a lot of the drivability just kind of dialed in. We're looking pretty good. Now let's get up into the higher register where we're getting at around the 4,000 to 6,000 RPM range. We'll keep an eye on fueling as well as our timing. So let's have some fun. All right, let's do a little more tuning, boys and girls. We got the always fabulous Apollo in the car. What do you think, buddy? You ready to go for a ride? You know it. All right, let's do a little more tuning. I'm gonna get the kids some lunch, and we've been having some fun. Everything's looking great. I'm riding another tune to the car, and we are going to do some top end stuff, so let's make some turbo noises. All right, we got her in second gear. Let's go. We had a little breakup on the top end, so I'm gonna get my plug situation sorted out. We'll do a little something from a dig. How about that? We're definitely at a stop right now, so let's see what she'll do. I'm just gonna roll into it pretty easy. brake up, but man, she is pulling nice. Oh, so happy. All right, let's do one more rip. Come on. I don't think I'm in first. Okay, there we go. Let's go for it. Yeah, she's definitely breaking up on the top end, that's for sure. We're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting there with the tune. We're actually getting towards the fun part now. Thus far, it's running really well. One of the things I need to do is just still kind of figure out that startup idle. Once I got her going, she idles okay, but it'd be nice just to be able to turn that key and fire up, not have to feather the throttle, but we shall get there. There's been a lot of just driving, logging. So these are some more of the highlights kind of stuff, and we'll continue working on the car. In next video, we're gonna start preparing for the dyno. We're going to install an AEM true boost gauge. We'll swap out our turbo for our GT35 with the billet wheel, and we'll do a leak down test to make sure everything is okay. And then we'll hand it over to a proper tuner. Thanks for tuning in. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Until next time, peace out. Would you peace out?